My name's the Outsider. It's Sunday afternoon in Albuquerque, New Mexico, February the 11th. And I'm sitting here with John Gilmore. We decided to do a spontaneous, off-the-cuff sort of interview where we're each interviewing each other. We don't know what we're going to say yet. We're just going to see where it goes. So I guess my first question is, how much of your life is in your books, your novels? Like in Fetish Blonde, the main character is in Paris at the moment. I know you lived in Paris for a while. I'm just wondering how much of it is actually autobiographical and that, and you can't sleep in a car in Hollywood and things like that.
Well, you know, when I was younger, when I first started writing, and that people would ask that question, and I would ask that question, and they always say, write what you know. Well, it took me years to realize that, well, you might be writing what you know, but you're not writing it down as you lived it. In other words, you go through life and you have all these things happening to you, and inside you take all this in, and it becomes like fuel. It's like a high-octane fuel or a low-octane fuel, as the case may be. And this is what's in the work. So when you're writing something and it's working, it's being fueled by the experiences you've had. So when one is writing what they honestly really know, it's not that they're writing that they've been here or lived this or done this thing so much as the fact that it's the innate inner organic knowledge that's being translated through the language, and it comes out on the other side for the reader to re-experience that. You know? So see, in your case, what you do write what you know, and you do write what you feel. But to me, you as a poet you're a poet. You're a real poet. You're a piece of art in yourself. You truly, really are. In the same sense as like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was as a beautiful piece of poetry. It's like visual in motion, and your work and your performances are the same. That's what I experienced from that. And you go beyond the limit. You know, you're out there. You're going beyond the limit, and you know, it's the same old thing that James Dean was talking about, that experience and, you know, risking and to make discoveries. And that, you know, yes, you do go out there and you are risking, and it can be painful and it can hurt, and you can sacrifice a lot. I should say that one doesn't voluntarily sacrifice, but it's an involuntary sacrifice of your life, your time, your energy, relationships, all kinds of things, for going beyond and being out there. You know.
So did you ever dwarf toss?
No, I never dwarf toss. I love the concept of it. And as a matter of fact, when I was in Paris, and I did talk to a couple of dwarfs, and they were really pissed off because they had outlawed that.
Oh, yeah.
And many of them were making, you know, a fairly good little salary to support themselves and their families. And when they outlawed that, what does a dwarf do? I mean, you know, where does he go? What does he do? You know, gets pissed off when, you know, he goes everywhere. Yeah. He can't take a piss somewhere because the urinals are too high. Of course, I don't know. And well, of course, in Paris, there's many places where they can go where you just piss in the ground, there's a hole in the floor. So that's not too bad for them in that case. But anywhere else in this country, they are having a problem.
Well, this country is far too politically correct to allow something like that to happen anymore.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, a dozen dwarfs. Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to have sex with a dwarf for some reason.
Really? Well, there are probably some that would probably.
I'm probably sure.